Pentagon undoubtedly draws up various scenarios for how conflict between China and the U.S. might develop. Most of them would involve a Chinese move against Taiwan. But Taiwan and China have coexisted in intense but bloodless antagonism for 7 decades without tipping into real war. The crucial question is, what would trigger an actual Chinese military adventure? I can answer that question. To step back, if there is to be a war, an open war, with China, and we may stipulate that this scenario is at the far end of the spectrum of possibilities, and yet not an impossibility, if there is to be a war, it will not arise from Western outrage at human rights violations in Xinjiang, or Xin. It will arise from acute economic pain, inflicted on China by actions of the United States to deprive them of the most essential physical resource of the 21st century, semiconductors. The semiconductor problem, and the increasing vulnerability of China's economy, and its military, to supply constraints, is what will lead China to consider, finally, outright military action against Taiwan. In fact, there is a strong historical parallel. China in 2021 finds itself in a situation very much like the situation of Japan in 1941. It's pretty clear that Japanese military aggression in 1941 was driven by the need to secure the country's oil supply. Japan sought to address its vulnerability by investing in new technology. But it was unsuccessful, as detailed in a peer-reviewed article entitled Synthetic Fuel Production in Pre-War and World War II Japan, a case study in technological failure, published in 1993 in the journal Annals of Science. Japan's only other solution involved military expansionism. After the fall of France in 1940, Japan moved to occupy French Indochina, as a stepping stone to oil-producing regions in Malaysia and the Dutch East Indies. This led the U.S. to retaliate economically, in June 1941. From that point on, the sequence leading to Pearl Harbor was essentially deterministic, given the objectives and psychologies of the parties involved.